Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Reeves Recreation Center on the campus of Centenary University for tonight's non-conference men's basketball action featuring the visiting University of Mount St. Vincent Dolphins and the hometown Centenary University Cyclones. I am Andrew Romanello alongside my partner Dom Salat, and we are bringing you all of the action here tonight, 7 p.m. tip-off. Dom, we have an exciting game tonight. Can you give us some keys for the people to look for if they're watching today's contest?
So both the Dolphins and the Cyclones coming into this contest are both defense-heavy teams, both locked down defensively. For Mount St. Vincent, they can't let Carbone and Preston for the Cyclones get hot from three today, because if they get going, that's going to be a problem for the Finns. And another thing, if there's anything Centenary's going to let up tonight, let Mount St. Vincent shoot the three. They're shooting 35% from three-point land, so no easy buckets down below.
That's a great point, Dom, as both teams come in stout defensively. The Clones giving up 76 points to opponents this season, while the Finns giving up 73.3. It is now time to send it down to the voice of the Cyclones, Dylan Benanti, for the national anthem and the starting lineups. Dom and I will be back after that for tip-off of tonight's contest. Thanks for being with us on the Cyclone Sports Network. Dylan!
America, get back on track with Dust Pod's Performance Stabilizer. When applied to roadways, it kills dust and strengthens the integrity of the road. Easily applied by mixing with water, Dust Pods is the future in polymer stabilization. Call 1-833-DUST-PODS or visit dustpods.com today. Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Thank you, Dylan. As we get ready for tip-off here in today's non-conference matchup, the Cyclones come in today's game with a 4-6 record, 0-0 in the Atlantic East. They don't start conference play until January the 8th. The University of Mount St. Vincent Dolphins come in with a 4-3 record. They are 1-0 in the Skyline Conference. The Dolphins are winners of 4 straight against Misericordia, Brooklyn College, Pratt, and Manhattanville. They started the season 0-3. So on top of looking to break a tough defense, Dom, this Clones team is also looking to stop a Dolphins team that is streaking. So a few storylines to watch tonight as both teams get to the center of the floor, and we're going to get ready for the tip-off.
The Cyclones have lost the last 4 of their 5, so I'm sure they want to put an end to the Dolphin win streak tonight and get back in the win column.
And I had the chance to speak with head coach Chris LaBelle prior to today's contest, as we will get into as the game gets moving. And it does get started with a tip that goes to Mount St. Vincent. They are wearing navy blue trimmed in gold, UMSV, in the top of the uniforms, moving from the broadcast left to right. The Clones, they're wearing white trimmed in blue, Centenary, atop the numbers on the front of the uniform, moving from your broadcast right to left. The Dolphins look to get the offense going here with 6 on the shot clock. And a turnover stolen there by Nair Preston, and then a quick foul. Good defensive stop early, Dom, by the Clones, and it looks like that foul is going to be on Kevin Agyemang, his first.
Kevin has 12 points on the year for the Dolphins, so want to stay out of foul trouble.
Michael Salvador doing the point guarding duties for the Clones, making his 7th start of the season. With 16 on the clock now, Salvador has it near side, hands it to Rankin, out to Preston. Preston looks to drive, teardrop floater, missed. It looks like it's going to be tipped out of bounds, and the ball is going to stay for the Clones. Correction, ball is going to go to the Finns. As the Dolphins now have their second offensive possession, looking to crack the 0-0 score 1 minute into the game. Aiden McCahey has it now. Working on Salvador, drives with his left hand, kicks it to Adrian Racy. Racy misses the floater, and the tough rebound picked up by Michael Salvador. Salvador coming the other way, looks to give it to Rankins. That's going to be tipped out of bounds by DJ Tucker.
Only 1 shot attempt so far in the first minute 20 seconds.
A lot of the conversation before this game was these two teams match up very well in all aspects. This Mount St. Vincent team, a 2-3 defensive zone team. As Coach LaBelle stated, we're going to look to drive to the basket. We want to create easy looks for ourselves. And if not, as that 3 is made by Nair Preston for the game's first basket. That's exactly what Coach LaBelle said, Dom. If we're not going to be able to drive, we got to kick it to open shooters.
And Preston shooting 47% from three-point land on the season so far. That's the guy they want with the ball.
As a three-pointer on the other end, knocked down by DJ Tucker, the Finns' best scorer at a 15.9 points per game clip. 3-3 the tie. Salvador to Justin Carbone. Carbone looks to get it to the elbow for Nair Preston. He misses that shot, rebounded by DJ Tucker. Tucker has it now far side. Hands it down low to Max DePina. DePina, nice move to the rack, but he's swatted by Brandon Yale. Clones ball. Really nice defensive play there by Brandon Yale.
He got up there.
I'll tell you what, it really just comes down to the footwork. If you're in the right position with your feet, you can make a lot of plays on the basketball floor.
All about timing.
As Nair Preston gets a nicely timed 3, he's off the iron. And another rebound for DJ Tucker, also the team's leading rebounder at 6.9 a game. Racy, handoff to Agyemang. Agyemang top side, he hands it off left side to DJ Tucker. Spin move, stolen by Nair Preston. Preston up to Michael Salvador. He takes contact high off the glass, good. Nice basket there by the Cyclones after Kenneth Rankin comes away with the steal. I yield Nair Preston. Not the case. But there,
Yeah,
Nair Preston
you-
with the steal, Dom.
There you go.
We speak it into fruition. 3-point attempt. Carbone missed. Rebound there by Aiden McCahay.
Cyclones are getting really good looks here in the first 5 minutes of this game.
5-3 is the Cyclone lead. 16-20 remaining in the first half. Andrew Romanella, Dom Salat. DePina backs in, good. Nice turnaround from 10 feet by Max DePina.
Another great contest from Yale, but unable to block that one.
As the Clones look to come back the other way. Carbone has it now. Hands it off the foul line for Rankin. Rankin down low to Salvador. He gets double teamed. Gets it back to Carbone. Carbone far side to Yale. Yale looking to drive. Got nowhere to go. Being guarded by DJ Tucker. Yale gets it near side to Carbone. One on the shot clock. He misses. Carbone got a look. And it did not hit the rim. A little bit of a fadeaway. Good defensive stop there by the Finns.
Yes, great defensive possession there. Another thing about this Dolphins team, they have one grad student, and that is starter DJ Tucker. And we're playing in his backyard, considering he is from Bonton Beach, Florida.
I guess the weather's probably similar today, huh?
Yeah.
The aforementioned Tucker with the basketball now. He's looking to drive on Yale. Left hand, swatted away by Yale again.
He's got two quick ones already.
Tucker got the ball back, though, and back come the Finns in the face of DePena. He's stopped. Picked up by Nair Preston. The ball finds its way to Kenneth Rankin, and good. Basket Clones. Chance of defense comes from the Cyclones bench as that three is hucked up by Aiden McCahay and rebounded by Michael Salvador. Salvador weaving through the defense. He puts up a floater and good.
What a nice move. Weaving through the defense off of 1 foot, just floating it up over the defender. Nothing but net.
Michael Salvador showing the handles and the speed up and down the floor, and now he's got the task of guarding McCahay. McCahay hands off to Racy. Racy down low, floater to Pena, missed. Rebounded by Rankin. Rankin hands off to Preston. Preston, far side, Salvador, three, missed. Rebound by Agamang. Back come the Dolphins. Agamang now to Tucker. Tucker looks to go across court to DePina, and that goes out of bounds. Turnover, Clones ball.
Just out of his reach, almost like a sideline pass there, but he wasn't able to keep the ball in bounds. Cyclones ball.
Looks like Eric Woodbury checks into the game, replacing DJ Tucker for the Finns. And for the Clones, Darnell Forrest checks in, replacing Kenneth Rankin. 14 minutes remaining in the first half, 9-5, Centenary leads. 20 on the shot clock. Far side, Forrest trying to find some space through the 2-3 double team. Carbone has it at the elbow now. Now the foul line. Back to Forrest, far side. He drives, absorbs contact, and a rebound goes to Racy. McCahay to Racy. Racy handoff. Agamang, no good. Nice rebound by Racy. Ball gets tipped out of bounds, but it's going to stay with UMSV.
I think Salvatore swiped that out of his hands. I honestly thought it may have hit off his leg, but no, it did not hit his leg, so Ben's ball.
19 on the shot clock for Mount St. Vincent in this possession. They have been stifled by the Clones, and again right there by Brandon Yale, who's had a great first 7 minutes of defense. And then Yale hands it off to Forrest, who tries to get it to Salvador, but that pass is out of bounds, so the Clones turn the ball over.
So we'll get a timeout here by Mount St. Vincent.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a 30-second timeout. So Dom and I will take a quick break. We'll come back after this 30-second timeout. 13:20 remaining in the first half, 9-5. Centenary leads on the Cyclone Sports Network. And back in action here at the Reeves Gymnasium, campus of Centenary University. Andrew Romanella, Dom Salat, Ipadad, the whole team's here. Wishing you a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. We hope you have a safe, a happy, and a healthy. As that fadeaway is made by Adrian Racy to cut the Clones' lead to 2 with 13 minutes remaining in the first half. Checking into the game for the Clones is Devin Strickland, who has the ball now. Gets it far side to Salvador. Salvador looking somewhere to go in the blocks, has nowhere to go. Back to Strickland. To Preston. Preston drives left side, off the glass. No good. Kenneth Rankin on the drive. But a nice defensive stop there by Adrian Racy. Mount St. Vincent near side. Racy has it. He's working on Rankin. Racy gets it to Anglamang. Good from 3. And the Dolphins have their first lead of the game. It's 10-9.
That was a very deep contested 3 from Agamang, and he made it with ease.
As Strickland drives left side, blocks. No off the front iron. Ball bounces around. Looks like DePina's going to come away with it. And a 3-on-3 the other way. Mount St. Vincent. DePina, step back 3 off the iron. Salvador the rebound. A little bit of a pace here coming out of that timeout. As Forrest gives it to Strickland. Gives it to Rankin. He hands it down low to Yale and a foul.
We'll see on who.
Good ball movement there by the Clones. Eric Woodbury, I believe the foul's called on. I think that's his second.
A very young Mount St. Vincent team. A lot of freshmen on this team. A lot of freshmen that do play.
That is the team's second. That is correct. Woodbury's first, however. First free throw made there by Yale.
Resident assistant Roman Caron is getting ready to check in for the Cyclones. Roman's an alright here on campus. I think I said it in the first home game, but he's got me into my room a lot of times and I've been locked out.
Leader on and off the floor as Brandon Yale makes both and then gets replaced for the aforementioned Roman Caron. Also an avid member of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee as well. We appreciate all the student athletes that help out across campus. It's difficult being a student athlete at the college level. I don't know if people understand what goes into it, as DePina looks to go high off the glass, misses, gets his own rebound, but that's a miss, and it's a rebound by Rankin. Here come the Clones. 2-man game, Forrest, Rankin, back to Forrest, bounce pass down low to Caron, and it's missed. Caron gets his own rebound, good!
Immediate impact off the bench for Caron.
Roman, go ahead, sorry Dom.
13-10 Cyclones lead.
Roman Caron, I was going to say, comes off the bench and puts himself in the right position, and good things happen when that is the case as he gets a rebound right there. Here comes Forrest. Forrest, far side to Strickland. Strickland, near side to Preston. Preston, crossover. Outside to Strickland. 3, good! The ball movement, the good! And the Clones take a 6-point lead.
Great move by Preston. Able to find Strickland across court. Nothing but net.
16-10, Centenary University leads. 10:33 remaining, and a steal there by Nair Preston as he races to the rack, and it's good. 8-point lead for Centenary University.
Cyclones starting to go on a little bit of a run here, trying to. This game is a lot more faster than it was in the first 3 minutes, wouldn't you say?
I would say, Dom, I'll tell you what, there was a 30-second timeout like 3 minutes ago, and I feel like there hasn't been a stop in action since, but I think that was the jolt that both coaches were trying to give to their teams in that timeout.
Like the 30 seconds is all they needed.
Sometimes that's it, as DePina works really nicely on good defense from Caron and makes a fadeaway step back, and then a turnover turns none as Woodbury steps out of bounds. Major changes here for the Clones. 4 different players come into the game. Jalen Lewis, DJ Tucker back into the contest, Gerard Novello, and I want to make sure I get the number on the last one. No, it was just 3. So those are the 3 that check into the game for Mount St. Vincent with 9:45 remaining, as that's the turnover and a basket the other way for Kevin Aguimain. 4-point lead now for the Clones. As a back and forth we go. Strickland, 12-footer, good with the left hand.
We back up to 6 now.
Nice job there by Kenneth Rankin finding Strickland at the elbow, and Strickland had space. He did the rest. As the ball's now in the hands of Jalen Lewis, back to DJ Tucker. He hands it off to DePina. DePina drives on Carone. A lot of contact, no foul called. Missed shot. Rebound, Kenneth Rankin. Nice defense there again by the Clones. Rankin to Forrest. Forrest down low. Three-pointer miss there by Nair Preston, and a rebound by Gerard Novello.
Good job by Mount St. Vincent here, making the Cyclones shoot from three-point land to start.
Some really good looks there by the Cyclones, just couldn't fall down. With a 6-point lead, 8:40 remaining in the first half. A drive by Jalen Lewis. He stops from 10 feet, and it rattles in and out. Rebound there for the Clones. Darnell Forrest, he stops from 12 feet. That rattles in and out. A fight for the basketball, and a jump ball is called down low.
Another offensive rebound by Roman.
Yeah, it looked like he got tied up there, I think, with DJ Tucker.
Strickland's going to come out of the game for Carbone.
Yeah, and it looks like on the other side, Adrian Racy back into the game, and he replaces Max DePina. 20-14 is the score, 8:28 remaining in the first half. Cyclones have the basketball to your broadcast left, and a nice two-man pass. Kenneth Rankin to Darnell Forrest, and it's a basket good.
Nice left-handed layup out of the sophomore.
Really nice pass there by Rankin, as that drive by DJ Tucker does not result in the basket, but it's a foul.
We'll see if it's on the floor or in the form of shooting.
Darnell Forrest comes into this game averaging 10.7 points a game, shooting 42% from the field and 12 steals. It is a prime example of a player that comes off the bench and gives really important minutes for his team. And I think you're seeing that factor no matter what his stat sheet says. He does a lot on the floor for this Centenary Cyclones team.
Yeah, he's everywhere for them. Like on the even on the the fact that he's averaging double-digit points, and the fact that he already has 12 steals on the year, like to do it on both ends off the bench, it's really good for Coach Chris Bell to have.
As that free throw rattles in for DJ Tucker, Michael Salvador and Brandon Yale back in the game for the Clones. First time checking in is Alex Chai for the Finns, and that free throw is made by DJ Tucker. 22-16, the lead. Salvador hands off to Carbone near side. Carbone looks to get it down low to Rankin. He does. Rankin spins, absorbs contact, misses, gets his own rebound, and then gets fouled. Nice job there. Good hard work play by Kenneth Rankin.
Good job drawing the foul. We'll see on who.
I think Jalen Lewis.
Yeah, it's on the floor.
Third for the Finns.
No team really close to the bonus yet.
As that inbound pass goes to Rankin, and that quick shot is missed. Back come the Dolphins now. Chai has it far side, but he gives it back to Novello to run the offense. DJ Tucker has it now. Foul line jumper, good! DJ Tucker, beautiful basket. It's a 4-point Clones lead.
Nice quick crossover and elbow jumper. That's an experienced contested shot out of the experienced student.
7:25 remaining in the first half. 2-3 zone here by Mount St. Vincent. Clones looking to move the basketball, use the shot clock, and find the best look. Far side Rankin, up top to Carbone. Far side back to Preston. He's swatted away by Jalen Lewis, and the ball fumbles around to DJ Tucker. Spins the other way now. DJ Tucker, pull up three, off the front iron. Great rebound there by Michael Salvador. And he's being chased by Chai. He decides to slow it down and run an offense.
Salvatore, one of the smallest guys on the floor right now. I believe he's got 4 rebounds already.
Yeah, great job by Salvador. It's Nair Preston for 3. That's too hard off the far iron. And a nice rebound there through traffic by Adrian Racy. He takes it 90 feet, kicks it back to Chai. Chai floater in the paint. Really good. Nice basket there for Mount St. Vincent, and a timeout on the floor.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
And we are back in action here. Reeves Recreation Center, Centenary University. Andrew Romanella, Dom Salat. Basketball being played tonight between Mount St. Vincent and Centenary University as Brandon Yale misses that attempted layup and Chai comes away with the rebound. My partner before the break mentioned Michael Salvador being the smallest guy on the floor. Getting the start tonight in 10 minutes. He's 2 of 3 from the field with 4 rebounds, all on the defensive side. And I would say, Dom, all of them inside the arc, which is the toughest place to get them, as that fadeaway is made by Adrian Racy at the tie game with 5:50 left in the first half. Salvador always been a hard worker for this Cyclones team in his junior year, hoping that his unit on the floor right now can have an answer for this Mount St. Vincent run, as Rankin kind of gets swatted away, then gets swatted away, and now it's Mount St. Vincent basketball.
Another block from Lewis.
Racy has it. Hands off to Chai. Chai step back. Gives it back to Racy. Racy nowhere to go, being guarded by Salvador. Back to Chai for 3 off the front iron. There's that man Salvador again.
He's everywhere for the Cyclones right now.
Salvador left hand to right hand floater. No good. Really good there by Michael Salvador. Just could not get the basketball to fall. And with 5 minutes remaining here in the first half, we have a 22-22 ball game. DJ Tucker working on Rankin. Hands it off to Racy, working on Carbone. Almost a double dribble. Wasn't. Spin move from Novello. Novello left hand, nowhere to go at the foul line. He hands it off to Lewis. Lewis 15-footer, no good. Tipped out by Carbone into Michael Salvador's hands.
Wonder who will get credit for that rebound there.
And back come the Clones. Brandon Yale through contact. And the Cyclones lead again, 24-22.
Surprise, no foul there. He drew a lot of contact. He went hit the deck hard.
The officials are letting the boys play, as they say. And that's another turnover by the Dolphins, and it's going to be Cyclones ball again.
Max Lapina, Kevin Agyemang. How do you pronounce it? Agyemang.
And I believe it was Aiden McCahey back in the game. McCahey.
And then Roman Caron and Darnell Forrest back into the game for the Clones.
Strickland hands the ball off to Forrest, and it's going to be a kickball. So it'll be 19 on the shot clock, 4:09 on the game clock, 24-22 the score. Salvador underneath the rim looking to inbounds. He does. Gets it to Darnell Forrest. Forrest, he's working on McCahey. Yale hands it off to Strickland. Elbow jumper, good. Nice bucket there from Strickland.
Off the top of my head, I know Strickland's got 7 bench points right now.
A big key in the last 3 games, men's or women's, that we've talked about, Dom. You have mentioned the importance of the bench points. And right here, you are seeing it for this Centenary team.
Just being able to go like at least 5 guys off the bench from both like.
Racy, another fadeaway, clearly his move. And a man averaging 4.3 points per game is already over 6.
Yeah, but like just with having depth on the bench on like just everywhere. It helps. Like, see, Strickland, corner three, oh, in and out.
But a nice rebound there by Carbone. Correction, Carone. But he misses on the reverse layup. And back comes DJ Tucker. Right hand high glass. Good. DJ Tucker, nice move. Tie game again, 26-26.
Really nice shot by Tucker.
Nice stutter step there by Forrest. He hands it off to Yale. Elbow jumper. Response. Good. Brandon Yale.
I can't wait to see how many lead changes there's going to be when we get to halftime stats.
It's going to be at least double digits. It's going to feel like by the time at least the game ends.
Yeah.
There might be 5 at least off the top of my head so far in the last 5 minutes as Racy drives on Carone, and it's good. I'll tell you what, Adrian Racy is feeling it tonight.
He's having himself a good first half. You get a kick ball right there.
Adrian Racy already has 8 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds, and is 4 of 6 from the field for the Dolphins.
I mean, you can't ask for much right there. He's having a great night.
This is a man that came into today's contest averaging 23.4 minutes, 4.3 points, and 4.1 rebounds. So he clearly ate his Wheaties today.
Oh, yeah.
16 on the shot clock. Strickland, bounce pass down low. Brandon Yale, beautiful.
Yeah, looking for a foul call there, but didn't get it. Like you said, refs are letting the boys play today.
Yeah, not in tonight's contest. They're going to let the action happen, and I hope that stays the case for the last 22 minutes because it'll be a fun one.
I mean,
Go ahead.
4 fouls combined on both sides so far.
As that three-pointer near side is good from Kevin Agyemang with a defender in his face, and Mount St. Vincent takes the lead again, 31-30. Strickland far side now, 1:38 on the game clock, 20 on the shot clock. Forrest gives it to Dominic Raymond, who just checks into the game. He hands it out to Nair Preston. That 3 is missed, and Mount St. Vincent has it now in the form of Aiden McCahay. McCahay has it. Gets the screen from DePina, works off that screen, tries to hand it back to DePina, but he loses the basketball. And Forrest gets it up to Strickland. Strickland, he's good.
Good job by Strickland to muscle in there and just get good positioning on the defender, get that tough bucket.
And that's a great job from the Clones, turning good defense into quick offense. And a timeout called on the floor by Coach Mooney of the Mount St. Vincent Dolphins. Wow. It was 9-5 when the first timeout of this game was called, roughly 6 or 7 minutes in. The score is now 32-31 with 1:10 remaining in the first half. Dom, it's a back and forth affair. We knew that could be the case tonight. So if you're either coach, you got to just be looking for a solid minute and 10 before the end of this first half.
Yeah, just solid defense, just not letting up any easy buckets. Like, I feel like both teams have done a very good job of making their opponents take respectably long distance 3-point shots. I mean, I'm sure those are not the shots both coaches want from their team. They're not high percentage looks, but I mean, we said at the beginning. I mean, if I had to make a final score prediction right now, 66. 65, I'm not going to say who.
All right, I love that. I talked to Coach LaBelle before the game, and he mentioned focus and youth. They are a young team, the Cyclones team is, and with that comes some inconsistency. And what Coach LaBelle said his team is looking to do is find that consistency factor no matter what's going on the floor. Run from them, run from us. We're the same team. We stay consistent. And if something bad does happen, we have the ability to turn the page. I believe, Dom, the reason the Clones are in this game right now as a back and forth affair is because they did not allow the first run for the Dolphins to affect them as per Coach LaBelle's requests.
Yes, I couldn't agree with you more. It didn't really phase the guys. They came out there after that timeout break, just been playing their same basketball as they just forced a turnover right there.
Yeah, great job there by Nair Preston. He's almost like he forced the dribbler into Coach LaBelle, into the near side. The floor here at Mount St. Vincent in all areas runs out of space very quickly, and Nair Preston used that to his advantage. 57 remaining in the first half. The Clones looking to expand on their 1-point lead as Strickland has it on the far side. Back down to Preston. Preston looking for somewhere to go. Again, Mount St. Vincent in a 2-3 zone. To the elbow, Dominic Raymond. Good! Yes! Dominic Raymond from the elbow gives the Clones a 3-point lead.
Bench coming up big for Coach Crystal Bell right now in the first half.
Dominic Raymond averages 2.3 minutes a game and 2.8 points per game. Right there, he scores 2 and then forces a rebound on the other side. And just like that, the Clones, no matter what, if they hold for the last shot, will go into the halftime break with a 3-point lead, but could get this lead as high as 6 with this possession right here. What a minute 10.
Yeah, it's got to hope they hold for the last shot. Don't even give the Finns a shot attempt.
And it looks like
Hold it till
that's
2.
what's going to happen here as Darnell Forrest starts to go with 11 on the clock, but a foul's called. I don't know if that's a problem, though.
Yeah, no, they're not going to be in the bonus. I believe that's their 4th foul.
That's actually the move if you're Mount St. Vincent. You'd rather give up a foul on the floor right now than free throws at the line. Shot clock turned off, 10.7 left on the game clock. Forrest has it now, looking for somewhere to go. He gets it to Rankin. Rankin tried to get it down low to Raymond, but it's stolen. 5 on the clock. 4, Racy. He gets it up to Aguamang, and it's good. The basket counts. As Rankin tried to get the ball down low to Raymond, it was turned over by Racy. Racy, who doesn't look like a ball handler, has some awesome handles, brings it up to the floor, gets it to Kevin Aguamang, and just like that, Mount St. Vincent says, hey, Andrew and Dom, 3-point lead. Nope, it's 1-point lead. It's 34-33.
We'll announce your jinx right there out of us, but it is what it is. You can't control everything.
I got to tell you, Dom, I see what Rankin was thinking. I think at the end of the day, it was just the pass went high and he needed to bounce it down low because both defenders were there, but Dom was open. I just think it was the wrong pass choice.
Dom is like 6'3", 6'4", maybe even taller. I mean, I can't. Then again, I always say we're up in this amazing like luxury booth.
Yeah.
So we don't have the best of angles, but I mean, you see a big guy, you want to throw in like a high pass to a bigger target.
And that's a great point, Dom, as we get ready here for the halftime break. We just got the out-of-town scoreboard. Centenary University women's falls to Penn College 58-49. Dom's going to pull up the stats here just to give you a rundown on the women's basketball team.
So the women's were without Kaylee Ellsbury again. Bree Opdyke had 15 points, led all scorers with 15. Jasmine Sampong had 10, along with Tanya Ellsbury also adding 10 of her own. Batija Davis, who was just named Atlantic East Conference Player of the Week again, finished with 8. But they fell to Penn College 58-49 in overtime. Penn College outscored them 9-0 in overtime, and that was a difference right there.
And I think that's where we've been talking about bench depth being a factor in just basketball in general when we're on a broadcast. And right there you see the Clones going deeper into their bench with a starter out, and that ends up being the difference. Any last words before the halftime break, Dom?
I mean, it's been a very, very heavy defensive first half. Hopefully in the second half we get some more action, like more offense. Who knows? I'm still waiting to see my first dunk here.
We saw a bunch of them in warm-ups. We might see one on the floor. Nonetheless, we will see 20 minutes of basketball. Andrew Romanella, Dom Salat. We're going to take our halftime break. We'll be back in about 12 minutes or so with the halftime stats and then the second half of basketball here at Centenary University on the Cyclone Sports Network.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money, and we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
America, get back on track with Dust Pods Performance Stabilizer. When applied to roadways, it kills dust and strengthens the integrity of the road. Easily applied by mixing with water. Dust Pods is the future in polymer stabilization. Call 1-833-DUST-PODS or visit dustpods.com today. Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money, and we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
America, get back on track with Dust Pods Performance Stabilizer. When applied to roadways, it kills dust and strengthens the integrity of the road. Easily applied by mixing with water, Dust Pods is the future in polymer stabilization. Call 1-833-DUST-PODS or visit dustpods.com today. Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money, and we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
Good evening and welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready for the second half of play here on the campus of Centenary University Reeves Recreation Center. Centenary University is hosting University of Mount St. Vincent in a non-conference men's basketball matchup. I am Andrew Romanella. My partner is Dom Salat. The score of this game is 34 Centenary, 33 Mount St. Vincent. Dom and I will split the duties here. I'll give you the rundown on Centenary, and Dom will give you the rundown on the visiting Mount St. Vincent Dolphins. For Centenary University, the leading scorer was Devin Strickland off the bench. He had 9 points, 4 of 6 from the field. Brandon Yale was 3 of 4 from the field for 8 points, also threw in 2 assists and 2 blocks, played great defensively. 5 points for Nair Preston, 4 points for Michael Salvador, and 2 points apiece for Dominic Raymond, Roman Carone, Darnell Forrest, and Kenneth Rankin. Michael Salvador collected 6 rebounds on the first half to lead Centenary University, who shot 41% from the field in the first half, 22% from 3. They only had 2 free throw opportunities, and they knocked down both. Dom, give us the rundown on the Finns.
So for the Dolphins, Agamang leads all scorers with 10. DJ Tucker, the grad student, added 9 of his own, along with Aiden Racy has 8. Max DePena has 4, along with Alex Dry has 2. The Dolphins are shooting 46% in the game, 14 of 30 from the field, 3 of 8 from 3, and 2 of 2 from the line. And that was kind of something like going into the second half. There was only, 4 fouls? 4 fouls from Mount St. Vincent, 1 foul from Centenary. So we'll see if the refs are going to continue to let them play. Bench points, Mount St. Vincent only had 2 to Centenary's 15, so been a key factor for the Clones.
That has been a key factor from the Clones. Sometimes it's not always about the points that are scored from the bench as much as the minutes being efficient and effective, and that they have been for the Cyclones on this December 16th evening as the second half underway with Mount St. Vincent having the ball. Max DePena has it. He hands it off to DJ Tucker. Tucker misses, and it's rebounded by Michael Salvador. Starters from the first half on the floor for both teams here to start the second half. Turnover there caused by Kevin Agamang, and Agamang back the other way for 2. Mount St. Vincent 35, Centenary 34. Just to remind you, Centenary is wearing white trimmed in blue. Centenary across the chest, moving from left to right on your broadcast. Mount St. Vincent UMSV on the chest in blue trimmed in gold as Michael Salvador knocks down a bucket and gives the Clones back the lead by 1 point. In the playground, Dom, they call this a seesaw, and that is exactly what we have here today.
Battle back and forth.
In the form of basketball, as Racy has it now, he's working on Carbone. Hands it off to DePena. Back to Racy through the screen. Misses with the left hand. DePena gets it wildly. No foul anywhere. Gives it back to Racy. He misses. DePena fumbles it, and it falls into Carbone's hands.
Wonder if Carbone will be credited with a rebound there or a steal.
I think both, honestly. As Nair Preston has it far side, he gives it to Salvador. And Salvador to Yale. Yale near side. Carbone 3. Good! Justin Carbone. And the Clones lead by 4.
Carbone's first 3 of the game. Only took 1 attempt in the first half, went 0-1.
Beautiful far side pass. Great vision. Good ball movement by the Clones. And it's a 4-point lead with 18 remaining in the game. DePena has it now. Near side to Tucker. He's working on Rankin. Tucker, left hand, right hand, crossover. Almost fumbles it, doesn't. Gives it far side to Racy. Racy drives, and it's good. High off the glass for Adrian Racy.
A lot of contact there, too. And again, no foul.
As long as the officials stay consistent throughout the game, I'm fine, Dom. I just don't want to see a first half where they let the men play in the second half where they start calling everything.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree with you more. Those games are always the worst.
As Carbone drains another 3, 2 in a row, and Clones are up by 5.
That was one of our keys to the game is don't let Carbone get hot from 3, and he just hit 2 in a row.
That is right. He's shooting 47% from 3. Him and Nair Preston combined elite from beyond the arc for the Clones this year, as that three is missed front side by Aguimain. Back come the Clones. Nair Preston, right hand, left side, rolls it in. Beautiful play there from the Clones, and then back to a 7-point lead.
Nice little double clutch by Preston, feeling the defenders chasing him down, able to kind of like bring it underneath and lay it in without getting swatted.
DePena fakes the three, gives it to Racy. Racy kicks it off right side to DJ Tucker. That jump stop in the lane is no good. Rankin has it now. Rankin drives left side. The C's part. And left hand to right hand. Kenneth Rankin good. And it's a timeout on the floor called by Mount St. Vincent.
Cyclones come out swinging here in the first 4 minutes of this game. 4 minutes of the second half. Let me speak correctly. But 9-point lead here for the Clones.
And that's exactly what Coach Chris LaBelle ordered coming out of the halftime break. Cyclones 46, Dolphins 37, 16-23 remaining in the contest. Dom Salat, Andrew Romanella. We're going to take a quick break here on the Cyclone Sports Network. Welcome back into action here at Centenary University as the Cyclones have a 9-point lead on the Mount St. Vincent Dolphins, 46-37, 16-15 remaining in this game. As the Clones force another turnover, Rankin has it now driving the other way. Kicks it far side to Nair Preston. Preston drives, and he's fouled. Nice job there by the Cyclones coming out of the timeout. Defense to offense. Some changes at that timeout. Dominic Raymond checks back into the game for the Clones. For Mount St. Vincent, Chai as well. Go ahead.
Can't see the number, but someone is getting ready to check in for the Finns.
As Nair Preston misses the first of two free throws.
Novello checking into the game for McKay.
Nair Preston, second free throw here. 80% free throw shooter on the season. And he knocks down the second. Looks like a full court press here now from the Clones with 16 minutes remaining in this game and a 10-point lead. Their largest of the contest. DePena has it now, looking for somewhere to go, being guarded by Raymond. Now double, almost triple teamed. Almost a turnover. Wasn't Novello, gets it to Racy, and Racy the basket.
Nice pump fake out of the big man, get Raymond flying.
And Racy's having a day. Next time out, I got to take a look at his career stats because I don't know if it's a career day. Can't say that without looking. But for someone coming in, averaging what he was averaging at 4.3 points per game, it's been an awesome day for the young man. There's still 15 and a half left as that ball tips around, but it stays with the Clones, 8 on the shot clock.
And Racy, like, kind of stepping up because we found out before this game, Mount St. Vincent is without one of their top scorers, Josiah Baskett. Josiah Baskett was averaging 14.6 points per game coming into this game, but he did not travel with the team today. And Reese has stepped into his shoes, filling that role.
2 on the shot clock. Nair Preston, 3 missed wide, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. For the Mount St. Vincent fans listening to this game at home, to ease your mind, it is not injury related. We have heard that Josiah Basket is taking a final.
Yeah, I should have specified that. My apologies to everyone listening.
No, committed to the academics. That's the good stuff. We want to promote that. Good job, Josiah. As DePina looks to pick up some of that scoring, and he does. Nice fadeaway from 14 from Max DePina. As the Clones look to go on offense, up by 6. Game of runs here. We've called it a seesaw on far side. Nair Preston, good! Nair Preston, 4-3!
He shot that one from Yucatan. That was a long range 3.
We've mentioned his shooting tonight, especially from beyond the arc, something that he has picked up in his game in his sophomore season, and it has been very impressive. Max DePina, near side 3, that's misrattled around, and Brandon Yale comes away, Clones up by 9. Nair Preston, screen from Dominic Raymond, good! Floater, Preston, basket.
I mean, what Coach Crystal Bell needed to get going in the first half with Preston and Carbone from 3. I mean, they're coming out of the gate swinging the second half. We're going to get a foul here, though, on Salvatore, I believe.
It was, as the Clones have their largest lead of the game at 11 points, 52-41. Michael Salvador called on that foul. Strickland, Carbone, and Forrest back into the game. It looks like for Mount St. Vincent, Woodbury back in as well. And I think to combat the fact that the pace of this game has sped up, Dom, both coaches have gone quickly to their bench within the first 6 minutes of this second half.
Just trying to get
DePina looks to step back, misses that 3.
Just trying to get as many fresh legs out there as they can. I mean, already with Mount St. Vincent without a few players because of finals, so just trying to go to the bench and see who's going to fill that void.
As a foul's called on the floor, it was a missed shot. Didn't see who missed the shot, but the rebound was by DePina, and then he was fouled on his putback attempt.
I mean, I said that about our own team the first game with like how many, like the roster size, but Mount St. Vincent's roster, I mean, how many do they have? Did we even count how many?
I believe it's 21.
Wow.
Now, obviously not everyone on the roster is dressed tonight, but the official roster online I saw had 21. So there are 41 basketball players here tonight combined between the both teams. As DePina makes the first free throw, and for the first time today, Jack Martin, the freshman, checks in for the Clones. He replaces Dominic Raymond, who has played some good minutes tonight. DePina bends and knocks down the second. 52-43. Cyclones lead, 13:40 remaining in the contest. Pressure stolen by Mount St. Vincent. Novello back the other way, hands it off to Chai. Good! Nice defense, turn to offense there by Mount St. Vincent. It's a 7-point lead now.
And just like in the first half, after these timeouts, just each team comes out swinging after that timeout break. Mount St. Vincent's found a groove.
Yeah, they came out in the press and it worked. That time broken by the Clones, but a turnover down low by Justin Carbone. So out of that timeout, 2 straight possessions and 2 straight turnovers by the Cyclones.
Couldn't have said it better at the beginning of this half. It's like a seesaw battle. It's the perfect way to describe it.
52-45, 13:05 on the clock. DJ Tucker, far side. He's working on Strickland. Drives right side, high off the glass, and good. DJ Tucker, beautiful.
Veteran move, veteran bucket.
The vet graduate student who averages 15.9 needs every bit of that average tonight for his team as a broken play turns into a Carbone bucket. Response, Clones. Cyclones thought about pressure, decide to push back as DJ Tucker, crosses the half-court stripe and turns the ball over. Carbone has it. He gets it to Strickland. Strickland off the glass and good. The Cyclones back up by 9. It's 56-47.
Strickland now in double digits with 11 points.
And almost a turnover there. Great defense by Darnell Force, but Novello gets through, then turns it over. Michael Salvador steals it. He gets it to Strickland and a kickball DJ Tucker. Good defense there. 2 possessions in a row by the Clones.
You see Novello still complaining and contemplating for a foul call in that last possession where he turned the ball over. You could tell he's angry, but 5 fouls total were called in the first half, and 8 minutes into the second half, we've had 3 fouls so far. So, like you said, hope like the refs are being consistent.
As Agyemang and Racy check back into the game for Mount St. Vincent, along with Kenneth Rankin, and he makes his presence known with a quick bucket. 11-point Cyclone lead, 58-47. And Dom, not often do sporting events have 11-point leads that feel like a 1-point lead, but in today's contest, an 11-point lead does not feel like a double-digit lead, as that miss is put back in by Eric Woodbury.
Yeah, no lead tonight is going to be safe.
As another turnover by the Clones, back comes Racy. He gets it to DJ Tucker, drive, miss, rebound, falls to Jack Martin, and he gets it to Kenneth Rankin, who is tripped.
The entire gym in disbelief at that foul, as it kind of looked like Agyemang kind of took out Rankin's legs as he was going up. The refs are going to talk amongst each other. We may get a review to see if there's going to be a flagrant or maybe even a technical.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to send both teams to the bench, and the referees are going to take a look at this foul call. As Coach Mooney from the Mount St. Vincent sidelines says he did not trip him. And listen, every time in real time you see a play like this, Dom, at first glance, it's always easy to see that nothing was intentional. And I think the reason why instant replay is so great is because you can see the lack of intention or intention in slow motion very easily.
Yeah, exactly. And I think I said it on one of the broadcasts when I was doing with Kevin. They went to, like, I saw the refs huddle up at the table, and like that's how I found out we got replay in Division 3. Like I did not know that. That's awesome. Does baseball, softball, and all those, do they get it?
So at this point in time, it is not mandatory to be had by the baseball and the softball programs, but I believe, like every sport and the evolution of most sports at this time period, the technology, doesn't matter what level you play at, is going to be involved in the game. And as the best teams at every level get that technology, everyone else is going to have to follow suit. So not mandatory now, Dom, but I could absolutely see that being the case sometime soon. As Rankin makes both free throws, and the Cyclones have a 60-49 lead with 11 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the contest.
I believe Agyemang did not get charged with a technical or a flagrant or anything. I believe it was just a normal, clean foul.
As Carbone turns it over and gets it to Strickland the other way, Euro step and good for Strickland.
Beautiful Euro step out of Strickland.
The Strickland playing a great game tonight, turning himself into an adjective. As that drive by Vidal just checked in the game, hands off to Chai, no foul called, turnover Dolphins. Carbone the other way to Strickland, far side Rankin, 3, good!
Cyclones are feeling it. They got their biggest lead of the game.
Kenneth Rankin, far side 3, and the Cyclones have a 16-point lead with 10:33 remaining in the game.
I mean, thank God my score prediction is pretty much out the window now. I said 66-65, and we already got someone at 65. I really hope Cent doesn't say 65 the rest of the game. That would be very boring. But I'm very happy my prediction's out the window. It's been a very high scoring second half.
If you were grabbing your bananas on Dom's predictions, it's a good thing you kept them in your refrigerator. We're going to take a quick timeout, grab a sip of water. As the two teams take a timeout on the floor, we do as well. Andrew Romanella, Dom Slot, Cyclone Sports Network. And we are back in action here at the Reeves Recreation Center on the campus of Centenary University for tonight's contest between visiting Mount St. Vincent and the hometown Centenary University Cyclones, who almost turned the Dolphins over. They don't. Aguimain has it, gets it to Racy. Racy, follow a 10-footer. Good, he's done it all night and continues again.
I feel like Coach Mooney for the Dolphins is like telling his guys to feed Racy inside. I mean, he's been on fire all night.
As Brandon Yale gets the tipped pass. 180 off the glass and good, Brandon Yale. Racy has it now. Great night for him as he does a double spin move. Finally gets it to Aguimain. Aguimain blocked by Rankin. And the ball falls into Strickland's hand. Nair Preston now. Near side, Carbone fakes it. Step left, 3 off the iron. Rebounded by DJ Tucker. As Coach Mooney emphatically tells the Finns to swim up the court, and they do. DJ Tucker threw it.
He went up with the left and finished with the right. That was such a beautiful layup. Tucker is also nearing a double-double right now. I believe he's got 7 rebounds and I believe now 11 points or 13 points. I will check the stats right now for you.
I think you're going to be close, Dom.
Tucker does have 7 rebounds and he's got 13 points.
As Strickland misses that foul jumper. And the rebound comes back to Mount St. Vincent, under 9 remaining in the contest. DJ Tucker absorbs contact. The shot does not fall, but the foul does count. It's on Strickland, Devin Strickland's first foul. Team's third of this half, and at the line is going to be DJ Tucker. Tucker makes the first.
The subs come into the game. Dominic Raymond checking in for Carbone. Salvatore in for Strickland. And Forrest in for Rankin.
Tucker, a 79% free throw shooter, bends the knees and misses the second off the front iron. And it ends up coming to Michael Salvador, who's nearing 10 rebounds himself tonight. Great night for the junior point guard. As the Clones break the pressure from Mount St. Vincent and get into their offense, Dominic Raymond, near side elbow jumper missed. Rebounded by Racy. Racy tries to get it up to Woodbury, and that's stolen by Nair Preston. Back come the Clones. Salvador, turnover. Michael Salvador tried to get it to Brandon Yale, but he turned the ball over.
Salvatore thought he pointed his feet on that hop step, but ref said he moved a little bit too much. So was that our first travel of the game? I think it was.
It might have been our first travel of the game, yes.
I mean, that's good. Then again, this is only my second men's game I'm doing of this year so far. So I've been watching the women's games. I've seen the travel called more frequently there, but very, very surprised. That was the first travel call of the game.
And both teams came into this game very good in the steals column. The Clones averaging 8.5 steals per game, and the Dolphins 10.9 steals per game. The real question, however, was who could control that defensive side in the second half. Prior to the game, we did some analytics. The Clones, they score average 40 points per second half in their 10 games this season, while the Dolphins, they score 38.1 points per second half in their first 7 games on the season, both over 6 points per game more than their first half average. So both teams, as Aguimain misses that 3 rebounded by Raymond, both teams come in as dominant second half teams, and it's a what's gotta give scenario. 8:05 remaining on the game clock. Clones have the ball now and a 13-point lead. Salvador drives right side baseline, misses. Woodbury comes away with it now, and back comes Woodbury. Woodbury hands it off to DJ Tucker. DJ Tucker, half Euro step and foul.
We'll see if that's going to be on Raymond or Salvatore. That's going on Raymond. I believe that's his first.
Nice job there by DJ Tucker. He almost looked like An offensive player in soccer streaking up the left side of the field looking for the through ball. From rebound to other end in probably less than 4 seconds. I mean, the speed on DJ Tucker is impressive. As he knocks down both free throws and cuts the Clones' lead to 11 points. It's 67-56 with 7:48 remaining in the game.
Tucker 3 of 4 from the line the second half.
Clones break the pressure. Forrest has it and loses it. Racy comes away with it. DJ Tucker drives left side. Stolen away there by Nair Preston. Falls into Forrest's hands. He's in a double team. Nowhere to go. Trying not to lose the basketball. Jump ball. Forrest had nowhere to go with the basketball. Woodbury dived in. A jump ball, possession arrow, Dolphins.
Rankin checking back into the game for Forrest. And Jack Martin into the game for Preston.
Salvador doing the point guarding for the Clones. Gives it to Martin, back to Salvador, then near side to Rankin. Rankin blocked from behind at the elbow by Woodbury, and it falls in the hands of Racy. Racy looks to work on Raymond. Good defense, Raymond. Racy almost loses it, doesn't. Kicks it to DJ Tucker. DJ Tucker, left side elbow. Good. DJ Tucker feeling it. And it's a single-digit lead for the Clones, 67-58.
The Dolphins starting to go on this run right after the timeout.
Raymond has it. Left, right step. Absorbs contact. Wild shot.
Looking for a foul call. Did not get it there.
As Tucker comes away. Left side. Long two. Rattles in and out for Tucker, and it falls into Yale's hands. Thankful are the Clones. That quick basket did not fall. As Centenary's looking for a response on this mini run from Mount St. Vincent. Far side, Jack Martin. 3. No. Rebound by Racy. Aguamain now. He's working on Rankin. Almost gets the steal, doesn't. And gives it back to Tucker. Tucker to Racy. Racy, long 3. No. Off the iron, and Rankin has it now, looking to go with the space he has. Rankin working on DePina. Fades out. Says, let's run the offense. Jack Martin says, I agree. Raymond to Martin. Martin down low to Rankin. Rankin underneath. No foul. Comes to Salvador. Salvador elbow. Correction. Foul jumper. Good.
I think Salvatore's going to get credit with a rebound there, too. Because I don't know if that was blocked when Rankin went up. So I think Salvatore just hit double digits in rebounds.
A pseudo broken play right there for the Cyclones. Turns into an offensive bucket thanks to some good quick tic-tac-toe passing from Jack Martin, Kenneth Rankin, and then Michael Salvador. 30-second timeout called on the floor by Mount St. Vincent. We'll take a 30-second timeout as well, and we'll come back after this on the Cyclone Sports Network. Welcome back into action here at Centenary University as the Clones turn the ball over. Quickly coming out of the timeout, up by 11, 5:25 remaining. Andrew Romanella, Dom Salat with you, bringing you all the action on the Cyclone Sports Network. Back and forth affair we've had all night. It has been a blast. And we know it'd be a whole lot more fun if the Clones can find a way to come away with a victory, as that ball rattles everywhere but in for Nair Preston. And Mount St. Vincent comes the other way now. Far side, Vidal into the game. Almost turns it over, doesn't. DePina saves it. Gives it to Racy. Racy drives, right side, contact Strickland. No foul, bucket, good. Racy feeling it. Him and DJ Tucker have led the way offensively for Mount St. Vincent tonight. 69-60, 4:40 remaining. Salvador,
Gonna get called for a 10-second violation here. Didn't get across half court in time. Heavy defensive pressure out of the Dolphins right there.
yeah, it's like a pseudo zone pressure. They're taking their defense that they play in the half court and they're expanding it 75 or 80 feet. So it's like the Clones can get the ball in easily, but they're going to have to work really hard to get it across the 45-foot mark. And that time, winner says Dolphins down by 9 with 4:35 on the clock.
Agamang with the ball recently checked in for Tucker.
He hands it off to DePina. DePina back to Agamang. Agamang, far side, Jalen Lewis. Long two, miss. Rebound fumbles around and comes to Justin Carbone. He hands it off to Nair Preston, and Mount St. Vincent falls into that defense we just mentioned, but this time the Clones break. Rankin to Salvador. Salvador, near side, Carbone, three, missed. Racy the rebound. Racy coming the other way. The big man can dribble, and then I don't know if it was an offensive foul or a turnover first, but at the end of the day, it's Cyclone basketball.
Yeah, I think I would say it was more of a turnover and just Racy being on the bigger side. He tried to like gather step or hop step with that ball and just completely lost control and then proceeded to take out Carbone to the ground in the process of it. But yeah, either way, like you said, that would have been an offensive foul. It wasn't a turnover.
Yeah, it honestly looked like Kenneth Rankin for about 12 feet of that guy dribbling the basketball was preparing himself for that charge as a little pushing and shoving on the four from Louis Vidal and Nair Preston as the Clones break the pressure. 3:50 remaining in this game, up by 9. Salvador hands it off far side to Carbone. Salvador now. He's working on Agamang, gives it to Carbone. Back to Salvador, 15 on the shot clock. And it's going to be a defensive foul as Louis Vidal is very unhappy about that call.
I really don't know.
Oh, it's a double foul. Correction. It's given to both of them.
I really don't know what Vidal is doing. He's like he checked into the game and like I mean I don't know if like his coach told him like go be aggressive, but just pushing Preston, just like put like I don't know how he like that wasn't called for a foul earlier, and then he was all over Carbone and Carbone went back at him and Carbone got called for a foul too.
Yeah, so a double foul, so it doesn't affect the scoreboard. 20 on the shot clock. Still the Clones basketball here, but a foul for each player and for each team. Salvador far side, aggressive 2-3 zone now from the Finns. As Preston has it, he cuts the defense, and good! Nair Preston says, I got your response right here in the form of 2.
Preston's had some really crafty finishes tonight, and another one right there.
71-60, Clones lead. Fadeaway, Racy, missed. Rebound far side, Jalen Lewis. He gets it to Vidal near side. Hands it off to Aguamain. Aguamain, 3! And the foul. Nair Preston did not give Aguamain the appropriate landing space after the 3. And Aguamain nails the 3 in front of his bench and has a chance for a 4-point play.
Preston trying to plead his case that he got pushed into Kevin while he was shooting by Mount St. Vincent player. But like you said, he didn't give him enough space to land, and that's why the foul was called there. Like it wasn't like he ran right into him. He kind of like just nudged him a little bit, and just that little bit of space, not having enough to land, is enough for a foul call.
Yeah, and
It's a new rule.
sometimes it does not matter how you get there if you get there in the wrong spot. As assistant coach Nick LaBelle during that free throw was comforting Nair Preston, and if I'm Coach LaBelle, I'm saying to Nair, bro, you are elite on the basketball floor. Just go be elite. The last 3 minutes will win this game, and I think Nair can do that for his team.
He's got to put that play right behind him. Don't let it affect him. He's been playing an amazing game today.
As the Clones, Dominic Raymond drives left to right and good.
What a reverse layup out of the big man. Scooping, starting with the left, scooping it to the right. The last person I would expect to pull that move.
Dominic Raymond, the freshman, having his best night of the year for Centenary University as he gets called for a terrible foul right there. It has been good all night from the officials, but that one right there was, for lack of better words, atrocious.
Yeah, I don't agree with that one either. I think that was just a physical box out between the two, and Raymond, I guess, was more physical or hit him too hard. But anyway, Racy's at the line for two. Well, 1-1 actually.
Yeah, it is a 1-1 scenario. 7 fouls total for the Clones right now as Racy makes the first.
8-point game.
The officials have been good all night. All night they've been good. That was a bad one. And unfortunate for Dominic Raymond, who was making a really good play right there. A good box out down low. And as Dom Salat, my partner, always says, unfortunately, the officials are always right. And they were right there for the Dolphins. As Michael Salvador puts Luis Vidal on skates.
I did not know we were at Central Park.
And a foul on the floor.
This is the Reeves gym. We're not by the Rockefeller.
As the foul is called on Adrian Racy. His first, the team's fourth. 2:14 left in the game. A new 20 on the clock for the Clones. They lead 73-66. And despite the chaotic nature of the last 2 minutes, the fact is the Clones are up by 7 with the ball, and they need to find a way to secure this victory. Losers of their last 4 of their last 5. That shot's missed by Salvador, rebounded by Dominic Raymond, and he gets fouled down low.
Great job out of the freshman, just keeping attacking those offensive boards and just honestly, like, I don't hate the approach of just kind of throwing the ball in the general direction of the hoop. You got 3 guys on you trying to grab that rebound. Someone's got to be fouling you right there, and the ref's got the call.
The way I look at that play right there, Dom, is the way I look at a pass interference in the National Football League. A lot of times, that first free throw made by Dominic Raymond, a quarterback's throwing it down there, and the wide receiver's looking at it going, I don't have a chance here. I got to try and get a foul, and half the time they do. And I think Dom has that feeling. You got 3 or 4 bodies around you. Just get some contact and see if you can draw a foul. And he does, and drains both free throws, which are huge because now it's a 3-possession game. Clones lead by 9, 75-66. Racy down low, hands it off to DePina. He misses the dunk, but gets his own rebound and the putback.
I mean, I almost saw my first one. I would have got excited right there.
7-point lead, Clones, 1:39 on the clock. They break the pressure. Contact, no foul on Nair Preston. Now a foul.
It's going to go against Tucker.
As some jawing going on the other side of the floor. As it has been a little chippy between Nair Preston and Luis Vidal this entire time.
This time we'll see Kenneth Rankin and Agamang kind of barking at each other. Now, Agamang saying something to the ref.
Yeah.
Obviously, we can't tell.
And you see Coach LaBelle looking for a tech. And I agree.
Coach LaBelle talking to the ref, asking him, like, I don't know what. We can't hear. I don't know why. I'm just trying to imply.
Here's what we'll do. We'll step away with this full timeout called by Centenary University. We'll get an idea of everything going on the floor. The referees are meeting at the half-court mark. It's 1:34 remaining in the game. Centenary leads 75-68 on the Cyclone Sports Network. We are back in action here at Reeves Recreation Center, campus of Centenary University. The officials, I've never seen this before in my career, have brought both sets of 5 players on the floor together to have a huddle. My guess is the main point of contention is sportsmanship. My guess is the 2 players they're primarily talking to are Vidal and Preston, but nonetheless, all 10 were in the huddle, and basketball is being played again. The Clones get the ball in, up by 7, 1:30 left in the game. Salvador has it now being worked on by Aguamain. He gets it off to Preston. Mount St. Vincent's looking to double team, but the Clones aren't allowing them. Salvador barking for a teammate to come. That happens. He gets it to the corner for Brandon Yale. Brandon Yale, floater, short. Rebound by Racy, 1:12 remaining in the contest.
Racy's got to have a double-double now at this point, too.
Far side, DJ Tucker. He looks to go, absorbs contact, no foul. Michael Salvador, rebound. Michael Salvador has been a rebounding machine tonight as we reach 1 minute remaining in the game. Salvador tries to get it to Preston, throws it too high, and that's a turnover by the Clones.
Seven-point Cyclone lead here still with 54 remaining in the game. DJ Tucker bringing the ball up.
As Tucker drives left side to right hand, good! Basket DJ Tucker, and it's a 5-point Clones lead, 47 seconds remaining. Foul on the floor. That's going to go against Aguamain. Aguamain puts the 7th foul up on the board for Mount St. Vincent, and that's important, Dom, because now they're in the 1-and-1, and Michael Salvador can make this a 3-possession game with 2 free throws made. And he makes the first.
I mean, we did say it during the halftime. 5 fouls. 1 from Mount St. Vincent and 4 from Centenary. Now there's been 14 in the second half.
Salvador knocks down both 2 huge free throws for the juniors, 77-70. The Clones lead, 42 left. DJ Tucker, quick 3 off the iron. Rebound, Dominic Raymond. He gets fouled by Vidal. 37 seconds left in the game. And the Clones can make it a 9-point lead.
Raymond went 2 of his last trip.
To remind the public listening, Dominic Raymond came into this contest having played in 4 games, averaged 2.3 minutes and 2.8 points per game. Off the top of my head, he has at least 7 and 3 or 4 crucial rebounds and some great defensive plays. Talk about a phenomenal performance off the bench for the Clones, and he makes both.
Great job as a freshman. Not letting the moment get to him.
Aguamain drives, kicks back to Racy for 3. That is missed off the mark. Rebound by Raymond. He gets it to Rankin. Rankin makes the smart decision of, instead of scoring points, runs out the clock and then gets fouled. Rankin could have made it an 11-point game easily, but elected to run off about 4 or 5 more seconds and then get fouled. And now goes to the line with that same opportunity to make it an 11-point game. And with 21 seconds remaining, up by 9, this game could be as close to finished as we've been all day, Dom.
Rankin hits his first. I mean, we've been saying no lead is safe, but, I mean, unless Mount St. Vincent's got Reggie Miller or Tracy McGrady on their team in these next 21 seconds, they're just going to have, if they keep scoring, they're just going to have to keep fouling and keep stopping the clock. And the Cyclones have been making their free throws here in the second half as Rankin goes 2 for 2.
Adrian Racy and DJ Tucker have shades of McGrady and others in their blood tonight, as that's an easy bucket by DePina, given up by the Clones purposefully, as they get the ball back in and look to run out the last 10 seconds of the game. And Mount St. Vincent decides to finally, I guess, rather than not foul, they do foul, down by 9 with 5 seconds remaining.
No, they're going to call it a jump ball, not a foul.
And they are calling it a jump ball. See, that's just stuff that I think is absolutely ridiculous. There's a type of play in a game, like right now, the Clones let you take that 3. This guy gets the rebound and puts it in. The game's over.
Yeah.
Just let the game be over. That clock should have ran out like that. And I see Coach Mooney actually saying sorry to Chris LaBelle, and the 2 teams are not going to shake hands.
Oh, wow. Why is that? What's going on right now?
And I guess a little bit of contention at the end of the game. And Coach Mooney and Coach LaBelle came together and decided we're not going to let both teams shake hands. And the other point to think about here, Dom, is the fact that they go into the locker room area together. So I'm sure Coach Mooney's thought process here is let's get Coach LaBelle and his team into the locker room. No one has to cross paths. Someone can get in and someone can get out without having to think about it. And to be honest, nothing really that serious happened, but that's why plays like that at the end of the game are unnecessary. You're down by 10. There's 12 left on the clock. The Clones aren't trying to score. Just let the clock run out. You don't need to do any stupid stuff like that.
Yeah.
Aguamain and Vidal, they tie up Salvador. Now, it's technically not a foul, but now you have stupid problems, and it's just problems that don't need to exist.
Yeah, exactly. Like there was no need for, like you said, like I mean, I wish there was a rule. I mean, you see it in the NFL when they take the knee for the game, as long as it's like underneath the game clock, the players just start going on the field shaking hands. I mean, I guess it's more of a common sense, more of a matter of realizing like, oh, how much time is left? Like, why am I gonna foul you right now, or why am I gonna apply pressure? Like, that tie up led to, I guess, more creative tension, and then taking that meaningless 3-pointer, and then taking that meaningless layup. So, and then the layup, I mean, scoring the basket and like have it being meaningless and have no impact on the final score of this game. But yeah, I mean, just a lot of tension, a lot of problems could have been avoided in this last 3 minutes. But I feel like some of the players on both sides decided to go that, like, let's have tension route.
Yeah, it's a good point, Dom, and I don't want the last few minutes or the last few moments to spoil what was a phenomenal contest as Centenary University defeats Mount St. Vincent by the score of 81-74. Check out CentenaryCyclones.com for your post-game statistics. Dom and I return to action on Thursday as the Clones return to Reeves Recreation Center for a 7 p.m. tip-off.
I do got some bad news for you real quick. I got to go home for Christmas to do some Christmas shopping, so I'm sorry it'll just be you Thursday, so I wish you the best of luck. It's going to be a lot of talking, so.
So Coach Romo returns on Thursday. Hopefully Dom will listen, though. We'd appreciate that.
Yeah, I will.
Well, Dom, Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Happy
You too.
holidays. On behalf of the staff at Centenary University, plenty of broadcasts before the holidays, but we wish you a happy and a healthy Andrew Romanello for Dom Salat, Eve Haddad, Hakeem Hamer, and the rest of the staff. Have a great afternoon. Let's go Cyclones. See you later.